International student recruitment isn't just about visas or numbers or money. It's about humans making life changing decisions with the help of other humans, and their work often goes unnoticed. We are here to bring those humans into the spotlight at Dreammakers. We work in an industry that rewards speed, but my guest today says rushing is the fastest way to ruin a student's life. He's seen how the wrong course choice can cost a student their entire future. He once even reached into his own pocket to fund his students' journey because he believed in their honesty. Nithin, welcome to the spotlight. Hi.
Thank you, man.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a day, but I'm happy to be here. I'm glad we finally got to meet and you joined my podcast. So thank you for that. Before we start properly, give me your one sentence hook. What is the one thing that most people get wrong about student recruitment?
Actually, a lot of the students have the wrong perception that nowadays the post education, especially for their dream countries, it's been very toughest to choose their right program and right country for their masters or UG in the program. So that is the right time where people like consultancies we come in the picture, help and guide the students like how to choose the right program and right country for their path. Yep, that's all. It plays major role for the students.
So is it, do you, a student probably has in their head probably a country they want to go to, but you're saying they should not focus on the country first. They should focus on the programs more.
Definitely, man. They have equal importance for both, but we suggest we should choose right country before choosing the program because once you choose the nice country and all, no, the future opportunities like job opportunities or the overtime after student visa, it is also is most important for the student to refund their for their studies. So first come is the country. Second, I prefer to choose the program for their career.
Yeah, for me, I was really hell set on going to Korea. Maybe it wasn't the best choice for me because I'm still here, but now I'm making podcasts in my evening. So has Korea been the right choice? I'm not sure.
Nice.
Just for the viewers back home, do your research first, okay? So can you give me a real example of a wrong choice you have seen? You don't have to name any names, but just what happened and what it cost the student.
Actually, I have a good example for this. This example might always help my students and for the other who are seeing this first time in my city also. I have a student. She is from another university which is nearby to my city in Vijayawada. So she has visited my office. So she told me that she wants to apply for a program X in US. So I told her, yes, you have the great opportunity for this. But before that, you need to have proper work experience or else you should have an internship experience to go ahead with the program. So later on, we have guided them everything. I have briefed about the program for the country and everything. Then later on, I was trying to punch an application for an university. Like I have given her 4 universities, like A, B, C, D. So when I was trying to punch an application for A university, the university is saying the login portal is saying that your account is already been exist. Please try to log in. I've told her, did you try to log in this portal? I asked her. She replied, no, Nathan, I haven't applied for this university. This is my dream university. Before coming to your company, I have visited another company. So there, I think they have tried, but I'm not sure. She has. So then again, I've talked to her. She said, I'm not sure they might have logged in or not. Then I asked her to call them. Just check with them if they are logged in or not, or else it would be an again big mess for us to do the punch the application. And in front of her, I called the agency on her behalf, saying that my sister has applied for the program in so and so university. She wants to apply. So, what would you suggest? And could you please share these details and login details and all so that I can modify those things I told her. Then that agency people was trying to manipulate me by saying that no, that university doesn't suit the student. She has to choose only one particular university. The program which she is choosing will not get an admission for her. So better choose for another university. So they're trying to push me to punch the application for another university, which they have own tie-ups. That's fine. Being in tie-up with their universities you can have, but you're not allowed to forcefully the student to your specific universities. So I asked the student that this university is really important for you. How far is important? Is the program or do you have any friends there? How important is to ask her? So she's very eager and she's very happy that she has friends over there. So that's the reason why she has to go there on the program. Core subjects, everything was linked to her career. That is the reason why she wants to move to that university. So then what I did is finally I got the logins, I've logged in. So they made a mistake there. is the student name is some ABC. So the previous agency, what they have did is they have uploaded the MOIs and the letter of recommendations of XYZ student.
Mm.
So they have swapped the documents and they have uploaded.
Yeah, yeah.
Finally, the admission will be get be rejected. So they've given time to change the document, re-upload. So those people they didn't do it.
Mm.
So the student has got lost her admission in her dream university. So then she came back to me. I didn't say her because if I say her no, again she'll be in a dilemma that it doesn't work well or not. What's the reason behind for my application rejection? So I've guided them again. So I personally made to the university this is so a reason from my end. And then again I came back with another admission process for the coming intake. So finally, I did an admission with student, and now she is in just studying her masters.
Okay, so
Yeah.
end code all good, but this also shows that and you have to be transparent with your student
Yes.
recruit, your education counselor, or else it does. Even if she was to in a different with a different recruiter before, and then on the other end, you have to be really careful when picking your education counselor if they come in like a bad apple that your counterpart was
Correct.
basically. It's
Because
tricky.
I always give the login credentials for the students before they log in. After they log in, before I
Mm,
launch an application, I always check with the students. Just check your details all over there. If there's any mistake in name correction or document or swapping or something is there, I'll just
hmm.
do it and I'll do it, redo it and I'll submit it. I'll be saying before it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have to be careful out there.
We
That's for
have
sure.
to because their dreams and their parents' dreams are everything they kept on behalf of me to send the student for their masters and all. So I have to do it very carefully.
Who are you and what is VN Overseas Education?
Well, so my name is Nithin. So I'm the founder of VN Overseas Education in the of Indian country in Vijayawada city. So where we will be dealing with the countries like US, UK, Australia, Canada, and Europe. Coming to Europe, we mostly deal with Germany and Ireland, and we are also official partner with the IELTS, where we, as in VN Overseas Education, we just fund. We also provide education funds for the students also. We train on their IELTS, TOEFL, GRE coaching we're doing in the offline and online. And then we guide the students on their counseling part, like which university they have to choose, which program they have to choose, and what needs to be done before they submit their application. For specific courses and all, we just need for some local experience or intern experience. So where we guide them all this. And we've been in the market of almost in just 3 years. So I could say proudly in just 3 years, I don't have any kind of ad agency like spending a lot of rupees in marketing and our ad posters and roads or somewhere. I can
Mm,
proudly say that all my students will be getting only from references and where I get some little bit traffic from Instagram where I do videos and promote my company.
okay. Referrals are always the best kind of lead we can get as a student
Definitely.
recruiter, of course. Word of mouth is worth gold in our industry because it's a very relation based industry, right? So
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
I had a good question. A couple of months ago, I actually was in India. I'm sad we didn't get to meet when I was visiting. I went to New Delhi and I went to Chandigarh, where I met a lot of student recruiters all over the place. I'm probably
That's
back.
yeah. Yeah. Please go on. Please go on, sir.
I'll probably be back this year. So when I come back, I'll try my best to visit you at your office.
Definitely. The places which I've visited, it's from north part. So I'll
Mm.
be just staying south part of India in the state of Andhra Pradesh.
What are
Definitely
the
have to meet you when you are in India. Just let me know at least a week before so that I can plan my schedule for you. I can arrange
perfect?
your tasting like hotels and food, everything for you.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
What would you say is the biggest difference between, let's say, New Delhi and where you are?
New Delhi is it's completely a busiest city as a capital of India. We are completely south part, so where we have less population, less traffic, and our state is completely into the agricultural and then new businesses and good infrastructure
Mm.
city, as I could say in the South India.
Yeah, that is. It's funny you say that because I live in South Korea and I thought driving in South Korea was bad until until I experienced traffic in New Delhi, and now I will never complain about Korea ever again.
It's a lot of population and over crowded, and the traffic rules will also be some in some situations they'll be violating. I agree.
I think the traffic rules are just the traffic suggestions mostly, and then the roads
Correct.
all over the place. And then if you're just driving calmly, bomb, suddenly three cows on your left. It's an interesting place to drive for sure.
Not in the city. I think you might be facing this in the outside of city, where in the villages part.
I'm curious to see more. I always like to learn and see more and new places. So I'm curious to find the southern part of India next time at least.
Definitely, definitely. See, obviously, we will be having some negatives and positives in every state and every country. That happens
Mm,
because even we have beautiful cities and good places in south part in India. Definitely have to visit.
perfect. I also say when people visit my country, I'm from the Netherlands, and oh, I visited Amsterdam. I was like, oh, okay, that's it's not cool at all. So you should visit other cities like Utrecht or Rotterdam. Or I don't like my hometown. My hometown is a small city called Hellevoetsluis, and it's a horrible place to be, in my opinion. So sorry for all my my friends back home that are might be watching, but I don't like that place. So that's why I moved to South Korea, where I'm way happier.
Climate there, Max, comparatively with from Netherlands to South Korea, the climate,
The
everything is.
climate, so Netherlands is like mild all year round, quite rainy. Korea loves to brag that they have four seasons, but I live in Busan in the south of South Korea, not near Seoul, the capital. And weather in Busan is more mild as well, like more stable throughout the year. So less cold in winter and less
Mm.
humid in summer as well. When if you go to the capital of Seoul, winter is super cold and summer is crazy humid. And yeah, I guess like Netherlands, where I live in South Korea is more balanced, but Netherlands, yeah, people just complain about the weather, gray and gloomy. Like UK and Germany, it's basically same. Just the food is better. Than oh, I don't know if I should say that. Have you been to Europe?
No, no, no,
No,
no. I have
don't
to.
go. It's not that good. Come to South Korea. It's better.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think it's better. Yeah. Mm, so how many people are you working with in your company?
So I just have 5 people working. So just all these people are they'll be doing the counseling part for the students
Mm,
and the application filing and the immigration filing and all this documented work will be doing by myself because I cannot trust these people and give all this important work to them. If there anything mistake or some any this thing has happened, again that would be a big bad name on the company, and the student's life is gonna be again a big mess. That's the reason why I don't take risk by giving this access to the my employees. So mostly all the primary part will be done by myself. All the
mm.
small things will be done by the employees team. Yeah,
Okay. Aren't you tired if you're doing all the work, basically?
I have to. I have to because I'm just 27. Okay, I can do it.
Yeah, you're still young. I'm already 35, so for me, everything hurts and everything's painful.
Even if you are able to manage all these things, being an unmarried, I can just do it all these things. No problem for me.
Okay, no, if I wasn't married, I would say, oh, well, it's not hard being married, or it's not hard having kids. I don't want to be the dad that says like having kids makes your life harder, but because it's my choice, it's a very selfish choice to have kids. But yeah, it's if I didn't have kids or if I wasn't married, I could work more too. But now I'm trying to do it all. So fingers crossed, I don't get a burnout soon. So no, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Also, I don't want my wife to just run in the room and hit me if I say I'm not happy. So
Anyway,
luckily,
she'll be watching the video after the session.
I
So
don't
then
think
you
she watches my podcast, to be honest, though, which is good. As she also, I post everything on my LinkedIn, and she doesn't have LinkedIn, so
so
I'm
you're
safe
safe.
for now. Until we start an Instagram, then I have to be more careful, especially.
Uh, right.
So, how many students did you place last year, roughly?
Uh, I don't remember the exact number. I could say some 550 plus. Yeah,
Are you
50.
seeing an uptick in application or leads this year so far?
This year, I could say, frankly, the number is bit low
Mm.
because of the country's situations and all currently going on. So the number might be going little less this time.
Yeah, USA is being.
That is the
I don't want to
reason
say
why.
any I don't want to say any bad words on the podcast. I don't want to swear, but yeah, the USA is making it difficult for people to go to the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
USA or want to go to the USA.
Definitely.
Europe is tricky. UK is a little bit out there, even though I know it's a very popular destination for Indian students, and Germany is on the uprise. Wait,
Yeah. Eventually, the student has to write a documentation from his side and his trunk is very well maintained. like being in good knowledge enough and skill. The candidate is very skilled enough. It's still welcoming for the students to fly. Yes, they have an opportunities. I could see a lot of students from my place. They have flight recently. They are the ex employees from Google. Some are into Cognizant. They have almost 5 years of experience, and now they are going for the masters and PhDs. Very few. It's good. But
Okay.
I could
Let's
say if you have any kind of experience, they're welcoming.
hmm.
If need is definitely necessity in that country, they are welcoming them. Yeah.
Let's hope the world becomes a better place in the next couple of weeks. Of course, now with I think
Weeks.
World War
But
Three on on our
yeah,
doorstep.
yeah, it's weeks. But yes, we have to watch and see.
I just saw in the news that the war is costing Israel $3 billion a day. Let's see how long they last. Basically, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So why did you start an agency in the first place? Like you're 27. What was going on in your life where you were like, okay, I'm gonna start this student recruitment agency?
Actually, I love being traveling to places, like traveling to countries where I'm the ex-recruiter from Oracle, then from Barclays, and where I just sent 2 to 3 of my students from my friends' sisters' friends. I filed up the applications and all. I just sent to yes and all. So where already those students are being rejected from so and so universities. So
Mm.
where then I came into the picture, I just studied out for this, and I also have a certification on APCD, that's Asia Pacific Career Development Association, where I did course on this program, and then I did proper research on this. Then I sent the students. That came my interest to this. Anyway, my passion is for traveling and exploring things. So then moving to this tourism and all, why don't I come into education where I support and where I do proper justification for the students? So that's the reason why I just came for this field, and I've been doing wonders from past 3 years. By God's grace, I could say.
Okay. I'm happy to hear you're in the right place. It's funny.
Thanks.
Do you think there are people that don't like traveling?
They
I
should have.
I think it's important for people to travel to expand their bubble and their mind. So how you
Yeah,
said it just reminded me of these dating profiles I used to see when I was not married. I like traveling. I like eating good food, and I like meeting my friends. Like that was their personality.
yeah.
Tell me what else goes on in your life, and what makes you different? What is your hobby? What is a crazy hobby you have as a you are a student recruiter by day, but what are you by night, Nathan? So what is your hobby? What do you like to do for fun?
Before, when I was studying, I just have few more hobbies like traveling, just exploring with friends for new places and all. But now, once I'm into this business, my focus and my hobbies are completely into the students part and my business part. Where how should I improve the business? What challenges students are facing? How that problem should how to overcome on this, and what alternatives I have to search for students to make this process easier? How do I get the universities professors where I sometimes I conduct and seminars for the students in online. So how should I plan for this? So I always keep my peace of mind on this and I work upon this. Yep, just traveling with the students.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you started your own company. Your hobbies revolve around students and student recruitment too. So
yeah.
you must have some really big goal. What is your maybe a goal you want to achieve in the next couple of years or even longer term?
I mean, personally, if you just ask me, I don't have any kind of should we should always have any particular type of goal to reach there. We should stop. We should relax. But I don't have that kind of concept because
Mm,
as the age grows, we have to continue growing. We have to continue learning. We have to continue exploring things. This is
mm,
what I believe because every step you take, please make sure you have to do proper justice for it and you should be the best of it. And that help or that recognition should always be help for the other people also. Because
mm.
whatever you win, that should be valuable for the other people as well, for my family, for my friends or something. So this type of mentality I have and just keep moving on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we of course if we achieve a goal we shouldn't rest. I don't have that either. I don't know when I would rest.
Mm.
Uh there are interim goals and then once you reach a goal it's like what's next basically. That's how I
Yeah.
see it too. So
Correct, correct. Doing a podcast now is a goal. Doing an home of another content is a type of goal app because it's continuous. So I don't think we should stop somewhere.
I
Yeah.
never thought I would be doing a podcast, but I guess this is part of me now. You can do it too.
Yes,
So
I'm just planning on it. Yeah.
Okay, invite me too. I'll come and I'll talk and I'll be
We
funny.
have
So you mentioned to me that bad decisions happen when counseling is rushed and students pick randomly. So what are
sure.
the top 3 decision factors you force students to get clear on before you even talk about universities?
There are many, I could say. The factors which the student affects is one thing. See, this time, another time, the students are completely depending upon their parents' decisions and their friends' decisions. The student will be having his perspective in some university, in some program. When coming to the university, punching the application and all, this person mindset will be changing because of his or her parents' decision, or else their friends' decision. So I train them. I always guide them that if you have something on your mind on the specific university as your goal, please go for it, or else you would be into a big trouble. Again, you will be not having proper what do you say dissatisfaction on the course. So better you always, if you dream something, go for it. Don't always rely on something or your parents' decision or your friend's decision. Just go for it. That's the major thing I always have from the students' part. And then
Mm,
coming to the second part, I could say students, they come up with half of information on their process. To be saying frankly, the students will be visiting 3 to 4 couple of agencies and then come to my agencies. They'll be checking whether I know the proper information or not, whether I'll be doing proper
mm,
filing or not. That's fine. They have to ask, because once they start their journey from A country to B country, definitely they have to question in every phase of their life. Then only they'll be able to, learn something or how to do the things in a right way. So I
mm,
always feel happy and I always sit with them. I always prolong their decisions, discussions on this. So they come up with saying some 50-50 of information. Then I'll be explaining them all the exact information. Few
mm,
diligence, smart people, what they do, they just believe, they just Google below the table, they just check and they will be asking me the questions and all. So I
mm,
would be definitely helping with him.
mm,
And whatever I say, again, they will be thinking of it. They'll be going to their home. They'll be going to other agency. They'll be rechecking there. Again, they'll be calling me. I'll be answering them.
mm,
This program, it'll be expanding till night, 9 a.m. to 10. Sorry, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the night. All
mm,
these questions and all will be coming. And then third part, students, it's not their uh, wrong. I feel it's their right, because they have something in their mind. They have some big university, big dream, but coming into financials part, some of them are unable to fund their, the tuition fees and all, because of their family expenses or family financial things and all.
mm.
So I always tell them, because of this so and so reason why you cannot be able to move to this university or go to this country. So again, they'll be feeling bad, they will be demotivated, and again, sometimes they want to stop the process for flying for the abroad for their studies. And few times I go, I call them, I sit with them, I sit with their parents. Meanwhile I'll be just getting the calls from the parents,
Mm.
from the students and all. I should go to the attend the students loan processing to the banks. Sometimes I have to go to the parents house, sit with them. They'll be calling me, Nithin, can you please guide my son, because she's more excited to the X university, but we are not able to fund the tuition fee for this university. So all the major part is these three things revolving around my mind, my office, when the process starts or before the process starts.
So
After the
it's
process,
basically don't rely too much on your friends and family. Have your funds in order. I guess there's a sea of choice in India when it comes to student recruiters, right?
correct,
So
correct.
you could stand in the if I when I was in India, I could stand in the middle of the road and throw a rock in any direction, and I would hit a student recruiter. I think there were offices
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah, a lot of agencies, a lot of offices are there in India, I could
Mm,
say. Especially in my city, I
mm.
think it will be around some 2,000 to 2,500 companies working.
Okay. I'm not
Yeah.
inviting all of them on my podcast. It's just it's too much work. I should do like a webinar or something with Indian agents
Yeah.
from your city. It's funny you say the family thing though. My last podcast, I spoke with Marvin Manalo from CIC in the Philippines, and
Mhm.
he told me that when students come to him, when a student from the Philippines goes to study abroad, it's more like a family decision. So
Mm,
when he talks to a student, he says, "Okay, please discuss all of this with your family because probably they are going to be the decision maker. They're going to be the ones paying." So he
correct.
he encourages the student to involve the family more, basically.
Correct, correct. Definitely, we have to, because the program which they are choosing is the last education platform where they are going to study. Because
Mm.
beyond this, no, it's up to them. They want to go for the MPhil or for PhD. It's up to them. But maximum 90% they're going to stop their studies in PG.
Mm.
So, the important to involve their parents in this part and guide the process and everything. Because
So, since you mentioned process, can you walk me through your process, basically from a lead coming into your company at whatever point into enrollment? Can you maybe like 8 steps of your process, basically?
Yeah, yeah. See, once I get the student, I'll just sit with them. I just understand how important is the student is flying for the abroad. He should not waste my time or his time. How seriousness is he has on this career. Second step, I just check their students' marks in their core subjects, because if the student wants to go for business analytics program, for an example, the core subject which he has already studied should definitely match, because he or she should have a proper idea on the subjects which they're going to study. Look for the core subjects, and then I just see the any student have their extracurricular events or programs which they have participated, the events like business related any forums or we have, no. And then fourth, I just look into their students essay or this what do you say, financial part, whether the students have the right funds for this country to fund their education. And then I just sit with their parents and with him or with her and just discuss all these things. I explain all the process step by step of every country. This process I have to do for every student. If
Mm.
already they have in mind they wants to fly for UK, definitely I have to say all the countries names, countries process, country situations, countries visas, accreditations or not. For all the countries, I have to explain them, because if I file the process for their UK, and if some point of time in some sort, if their point is for the US, then the parent will be coming and asking me, we have the excellent opportunity for the US there. Why did you push to the UK? You would have told me before. Then I would have sent my son to the yes. That is the reason why I always sit with them. I explain all the country's process and immigration rules and everything, and how
Mm.
important and what is the future career goals and for the country or for the program for the university which they are going to study.
Mm.
I explain them. I also give student homework on the visas. What are the latest rules and regulations have been changed in visa? Sit with the
Mm.
alumni. Sit with the program, specific program which the student has did their masters. How many students
Mm.
were graduated in the program? In the graduated program, how many students got placed in so and so companies? What are the packages they are getting it right now? How important and how demand the program is in that country? And what would be after 2 years? Because the student might be doing their masters for 2 years. Once they finish their masters, how about the position will be placing him or her in the better way? Yeah.
Mm.
So this is how I the process I do. And I also give homework for students as well.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's quite a list. That's quite a list.
Yeah.
It must be hard to manage. Uh, you mentioned to me that you already have a CRM or in-house software that you use to manage all your applications. You don't have to mention it because we're not sponsored by them. So, but what do you wish that that system did better?
It made better to track the application process, like we say in recruitment ATS, it's application tracking system.
Mm.
It's easy for us to track the student profile, where the application stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, decision pending from university, decision pending from bank for financials, decision pending from student to upload or rechange or modify the document which they have already uploaded, and
Mm.
also to track the student's visas. It's still in the pending, it's rejected. What are the backups for the rejected student for the next country? So it's
Mm.
easy for me and for us, for a team to, catch the things and make it very smoother and faster.
Yeah, that is the
Before and
dream.
all, we just used to keep all this in Excel sheets, in Google Forms, and then we have to keep written manually in the books. And now this is very easy for us to track it.
If you had to do anything everything manually, yeah, then you have to hire more people to
I
basically
have
do all
to.
the work.
I
Yeah.
have to, definitely. I
Okay.
have to involve my parents even to work and sit in this office to save these salaries.
Okay, I should remember that. The next podcast will be hosted by my mother. It can help me. Oh no, no, that is not a good idea, I think. So
All
you,
what we explain well about your mom with everyone.
my mom's English it's okay, but it's not. We call it Donglish, like Dutch English is a
Yeah.
horrible accent. I worked for years to not sound like a Dutch person when I speak in English because I
Mhm.
hated how it sounded like. So I know I don't sound Dutch only when I'm tired and my accent sometimes comes out. Ugh. No, let's let me have the podcast and my mom can just play her Candy Crush on her tablet. It's fine. So you also get a lot of referrals from your past clients, like you mentioned earlier, and you reward them with something, or they do it out of the goodness of their own heart.
I reward them because on their travel from their hometown to the airport, like if they
Mm,
have, obviously in Indian we have a culture, if any student or a child is flying for the abroad, not just our parents, along with the parents, the neighbors, the friends, a lot of people, almost 10 people will be gathering to send the child to the abroad. So all the travel allowances and the I'll be sponsoring for students those are unable to fund due to their financial problems and all, where I just keep my half of the money on their flight ticket. I should not say
mm,
all these things, but as you are asking me, because it's definitely it will be helping for the other students also. When they see the
mm,
session, they should feel that than going someplace where we don't get any proper guidance or proper justified for my career. I should definitely choose this. This is somewhere interesting for the students also for seeing this session. Yeah. So few things where I can afford, I can do it on myself.
I
Yeah.
I think that is a great way to reward referrals. Basically, like anyway, they helped you. Your customer acquisition cost is lower, and you reward them for their efforts. I think, and
Yeah.
the letting all the family say goodbye to the kid flying to a different country. That's kind of nice. That's the first time I heard that one, and that
Yes.
is
Yes.
I really like that one, to be honest. So thank you for
I hope definitely.
showing me something new, basically. So that's nice.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
haven't shot any kind of just videos or photos and posted in my Instagram because I never do that because it should definitely come from our heart or not just to promote or make that content huge boost for the other agents to. So this type I think I should not have and I don't do it all the time.
Yeah, it makes sense. But I can see like this movie moment where the whole family comes to say goodbye to
Definitely.
their kid at the airport. It's nice.
Instagram videos. If I have chance, I will share you some videos. All the
Oh, cool.
parents, all the grandparents of their mom, for the fathers, and the friends, the neighbors.
Mm,
They'll be flying from their home place to the airport. They'll be standing there. They'll be hugging. They'll be crying. Some of them are
mm,
saying not to go to US or UK. Please stay here. We have good life over here. Somehow
mm,
we'll do hard work and we'll try to earn these things and all. But our people are very emotional to their parents, to their children and all. So I always say them one thing before they're flying: you are going to abroad not to just enjoy your life. You're
mm,
going to for your families to get them into the better stage in next level. So
mm,
please think before you fly or before you eat, before you walk, before you say something in your abroad, in your hometown, in your place. So definitely think of your family, think of situations, and then behave. Any kind of help you need in the particular country or particular state, just call me. Definitely I have the referrals of the students. I'll be sharing their numbers. You can talk to them. They'll guide you.
mm.
And similarly, for if the if the parents wants to fly for the students' graduation and all, for few of the parents, I just did the visa free, visa cost and the visa filing and all. I just waive off the payment and do the process for them.
So
Yeah,
there are still humans in international student recruitment. It's nice to hear you you have
definitely.
these set of values. It's appreciative for sure. So yeah, but please send me the videos. Maybe it's nice to see how they reacted.
Yeah, sure.
I just have an image in my head now. I would love to see it.
Sure.
So let's go from good to bad. Like, what is the hardest conversation you've had to have with a parent?
Hardest conversation. Yeah, obviously, see, when the parent, both the father, mother, and the student comes, along with the student, her uh, friends or neighbors, cousins might be coming. As I told you before, once they
Mm,
come to my office, definitely they will be visiting some of the companies before visiting my office. They talk there, they have some particular perception in their mind, and then they come to my office, they sit with me. We definitely sit and we hold the discussion for almost 1 to 1.5 hours on the process and the filing
mm,
part and the financial part and everything. And one parent came up and saying me that, Nithin, I have my student. My friend's son is studying in Germany. She haven't paid any kind of amount. She has studied her UG in free of cost. Sorry, in PG free of cost. So what would you say? I should definitely get my son's admission also with free of cost. Is it possible? Then I told him, sir, if it's possible, definitely I can do it. If it's doable, I'll be doing it. But to get the free seat in Germany, to get your public university, to get your admission, it's not that easy. We have to check every parameters of the student's career of documentation. What we do depends upon that. I can give you the justification. I've told him. He said, okay, we'll just go on as you said. And then finally, I made some code for this, saying that this much amount will you have to pay for it, because getting punching the application for public university and getting the admission is not that easy, sir. Once you get the admission, it's fine. If you're not getting the admission, you'll be leaving this place. Again, my hard work, my struggle, my team time will all should not be get wasted. So this is the
Mm,
amount I'll be charging for the public universities. If you're paying for private universities, that's okay. I'll not charge single rupee from your pocket. So this is the
mm,
fair charge for it. I've told him. He said, no, no, no. I will definitely I'll be not paying for this because it's free. Why should I pay you? Sir, it's
mm,
just part of mutation and that's part of the counseling which we charge. It's just the small amount which I've quoted, some 50,000 INR rupees in
mm,
Natal. That's an normal amount which I've quoted. Then he came up with so and so, no, 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 you are charging much from the student. This is not right, and so and so. Then finally, I've made them sit. I've called two of my ex students who are studying in Germany. At that time, I've called them. Two of them were not picking up my call. That's my bad.
mm,
Again, I've
mm.
texted them. This is very important for me to have to join the call. Then they replied. Then I've sat with them. Discussion, all the event has been drag till 1.5 hours, that from 8 p.m. to 9:30. So then the student has replied from Germany. I've called them, putting up in the speaker, and then they listen everything, all the process. And then he came to know that it is true that we have to pay. They have to pay it before. This is the process. This is stages where each stage we have to do the application. And then they realized, and then they have paid it. But finally, the student did not get the admission in the university, so we have refunded them. Yeah, this
Okay.
is how
Mm,
it happens. Yeah, because that's
okay.
right. Because we spend almost time, our energy in the filing the application with students in Germany. As you know, it's not that easy to get admission public universities. Once you get,
Mm,
that's fine. If not, they'll be moving to the other this thing. You can move, but I'm not stopping them. But the importance should be equal for both of us, right? That is the reason
mm.
why I just do it.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. It's not easy managing business and morals and values and people's emotions. It's a tricky business, especially because this whole business is relationship based and it's the biggest decision of their lives basically. So it's not easy for sure.
Yeah, that's
So let's say you're having a bad day, everything's on fire, everything goes bad. How does that day look like for you? What do you do?
definitely, I'll be taking a break for a while. We're going out with friends. I have a beautiful cafe beside my office. I'll be going there, sitting, just talking to my girlfriend or talking to my wife. I viewing this Instagram videos and all. Relax for
Mm.
some time. I'll have a nice coffee and just come back and sit and just go on.
Okay, that is good. Just take a step back, some meditation or brain relaxation, and then hop back to work.
I have to. But in these winters, it's being very lazy for me to get up in early in the morning and do all this kind of exercise. I have to do.
Yeah, for sure. You said counseling takes time, but the market pressures speed. So how do you sort of balance quality counseling with scaling the business?
Yes, so it's part of our duty. So if it's the market is too tight or not, whatever the practice we have to do it for every student. If it's
Mm,
too tight, if it's normal or whatever it might be, we have to, it's our job to do it. So we are doing it
mm.
all the time for every student. The
Mm.
student comes, we sit with them, we guide them, we process them. Yeah.
Okay, nice. That is I guess that is a way to do that as well. It's your duty to give quality, but it's
Yes.
also your duty as a business owner to scale the
Yeah.
business. So
Yeah.
it's all about balance, basically. So
Correct.
if you had to double your placements this year without doubling headcount of employees, what would you standardize first? What would you make easier first in order to get a double amount of placements or applications?
This is what I've told you before. I'm just planning another platform to get the students get the parents' attention on the VN overseas education, the reason why and what challenges the students should not face for the upcoming students. Similarly, and how the each program suits the student before they start that process by conducting the podcast, taking their testimonials. And I also started this session before that. I need to get the professors and IAS officers and IPS officers for the for the lawyers around the places to sit together and have some podcast on the every session. Like if I choose a lawyer, how the law program is going to help the students in their career and what programs they have to choose and what guidance they need before they start the program. If I just look for in software or IT programs and all, I just bring the IT company who's have good volume in the market with them, conduct a discussion on this. That valuable discussion should definitely help the students who's planning for their career and all. So these kind of sessions have to do it in order to promote the business genuinely. Practicality is more important now in the reality. That is the reason why I always believe videography is very much important nowadays to get an attention, to get an trust on individual than giving a review on the Google. So this is what I believe. So this is what I'm planning ahead before. As I met you before, Mark, I've seen your videos before I start the program. It's very interesting, and I could say till now I haven't seen any content on the podcast on related to the education part. I could see the podcast on general topics. That's fine. That is suitable for only for certain type of audience. But podcast on education and all, no, it's definitely very important for every student before they're flying for the program. They have to review the sessions and then get in proper guidance and proper overview of the agencies before they choose it. Similarly, I, uh, I learned from you. I learned from these sessions which I've seen you. I have to plan it in different way. So this is what I've planned to get the good number of volume or good number of students for the upcoming, for the intake. Than investing money in marketing, giving money to the agents for the other ad agency to promote, keeping the hoardings and all. I don't believe it because we're just feeding the rich persons than giving the information in a proper right way. You don't need any kind of promotion, right? Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I
Yeah.
believe I'm doing on it.
Yeah, feed me. I'm poor. Don't feed it to the rich people. That's for sure. No, because Dreammakers podcast is a project from Dreammakers Enterprise where we help student recruiters like yourself to generate more leads in a new and innovative way with giving you your own influencer management software, basically, where you can use your current clients, old clients, the people that trusted you that trusted you to help them go study abroad, and now you can sort of utilize them in order to get more leads that are higher quality and easier to convert. And especially this new generation is very hard to reach. They don't want to listen to some old white guy or young Indian guy basically tell where to go study. Basically, they wanna listen to their peers. They want to listen to their friends that are in a country. Is like, why should I go study there? So they go to their different social medias and look. Is there anybody from my country or my city studying here? Like, oh, okay, they're making content. Oh, I'll ask them some questions. But it's hard to get them to your agency. So that is what the Dreammakers is doing to use
Wonderful.
I don't want to say use to utilize those ambassadors, those micro influencers to generate more leads for your agency in a more genuine and trustful way, especially in this age of technology and AI, where it's hard to find trust, basically.
Definitely.
So that's how we can differentiate ourselves from the rest, especially in like a red ocean market like India, the reddest of ocean markets when it comes to student recruitment, like we touched upon earlier. So I'm excited that you are starting this journey with us and to see what Dreammakers can do for you, basically. But
Definitely.
I'm not here to pitch. We can talk about it at other moment. So, as a closing reflection, I just want to ask you a couple questions that are sort of on the point. So, give me one lesson that you learned the hard way that every agent needs to hear, so they don't have to learn that lesson like you did.
I'm not that much bigger person to give a discussion on this to the other agencies, but I could
Mm,
say whomever might be the processing on the students, please make sure the students' life they have kept in your hands. Please don't
mm,
do this on the sake of money or in sake of numbers.
mm,
It's always we should be relying on the students' life and their career. If the students' education background is not related to the program, please stop doing it. Ask the student to gain more experience on the internship or more experience on work experience and then file the application. And don't just process the application just in the sake of numbers to get your brand promoted or to get your incentive more for the coming intakes. No, don't do this. See, I don't think so this is the primary business for every agencies which are running around. This is where the service we provide should always be meaningful and justified service should be definitely given to the student, and then think of money. And then the third point I could say, if you are able to hire and proper employee in your company, that's good. If you are not able to hire a proper employee, please don't do this, because once they hire, all the documentation, everything would be big messed up, and later on the students will be getting rejection letters from the universities. So definitely I could say, if you are able to fund, please train the employee, get the proper KT from your team, and train the person very well and push them into the application filing. If not, assign the work to someone else. But don't do this, as I have told you before in the session, that a student has faced a big issue because of swapping the students and then submitted the application. Yeah, this is what I see. Other than this, I don't have much more to try in or to guide the other people on this, because they have their own style. I have my own style. By God's grace, by students' trust and all, I'm doing it on their, trust. And because of God's grace, I'm just doing everything smoothly. I'm thankful for them. Yeah.
Yeah, for the people watching, international student recruitment is a lucrative business, or else we wouldn't be in here. It's a
Correct.
$500 billion industry annually, but
Correct.
we are dealing with human lives, young humans that are making the biggest decision of their life. So we need to handle that with care. They're not just cash cows for us to utilize. We're yeah, like the show's called Dream Makers. Like we're helping making their dream come true, and then we shouldn't break the trust they put in us helping their dream happen basically. So it's
Yes.
good. I'm glad I spoke to you, that you clearly showed your values in this interview, and I'm happy that I have a negative view about the world, and I'm you made it a little bit brighter for me today. So thank you very much, Nathan.
Thank you.
So that's yeah. Thank you for your time today. I was really happy to speak with you, and I think your agency, VN Overseas Education, will go far. So thank you very much, Nathan, and then I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much, Mark, for allowing me, for introducing me into your session. And as I told you before, this platform is going to definitely help the students. They should definitely watch the sessions, not mind the others as well, because they need to learn the inputs and values of the people and how they are flying and what the process they're doing in the back end. Everything should be visible for students as well. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So to hook in on that at that, then, if you could recruit your student influencers right now automatically, what do you want to say to them? Why
I wish
why
say,
should they make content for you? Basically, is the question.
yes,
In
sure.
one sentence, I think the whole podcast shows that you're a really good person. But in one sentence, tell me if you are speaking to student recruitment ambassadors right now or influencers, what would you tell them on why they should work with you to make
That's very
content
tricky and
happen?
interesting, and even it's important. In one line, I could say, save students' life from improper guided agencies.
Mm,
What I could say, if you have whatever you felt, whatever you have seen, whatever you have received from the VN overseas, just give your testimonial, like, just give your review, just promote on this. I'll be more
mm.
than happy for it. Other than this, I'll be not giving single paper of content for them to do it. That's it.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Thank you, Nithin. So, this is Dreammakers, the human stories behind international student recruitment. See you on the next one.
Thank